So my freshman year passes, and of course we never see the field. The team itself, though, wasn't all that bad. We ended up winning in the Red Box Bowl. We ended up taking care of business against Western Kentucky. They're a pretty good football team out there in Conference USA. But it sucks, man. Freshman year, came in with all these expectations, and I know maybe not all of it's my fault, but it sucks I couldn't see the field my first year. But my sophomore year, it does come around. We end up winning the quarterback battle, and we're going to actually see the field now. Let's make the most of it. So what's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Jack Brady Road to Glory here on NCAA 14. It's been a long road, man, but Jack Brady, he's starting to feel his old self again. He won, his position battle, and now he's going to be the backup quarterback here for UCLA. It finally happened. So that's where we are, man. That's where we're chilling right now. We're getting closer to where we need to be, man. But let's go ahead and recap how UCLA as a team has been doing in his absence. So as you can see, this is how we're doing in our conference standings as of right now. We're not having that bad of a season, but certainly could be doing better. 4-3 right now. UCLA is ahead of us. They're 6-2. The thing for us, though, we do have 2 more conference games left. So if we can beat Arizona, we also beat USC, and then we can also turn around actually Notre Dame. So yeah, if we can win our next 2 conference games, including beat UCLA, we can at least make it to the Pac-12 championship game, where it looks like it's either will be between Washington or Oregon, maybe California, but that's a little bit of a stretch as of right now. But hey, you truly never know, man. As for the remaining, what I'm probably going to do in this episode, since, we are so late into Jack Brady's sophomore year, is I'm going to go ahead, we're going to play probably the remainder of the regular season at the very least. We'll have this road game against Arizona to start off this episode, and Lee Corso's rocking with us. We got a B+ squad, B offense, B+ defense. Arizona's B's across the board, but they're 1-8. It's probably like that for a reason. But, we've been coming on a little bit here the last few games. We've won 3 straight. And the goal here for us, man, is we got to finish strong here so that we can go about going to our conference championship game. So, guys, if you're feeling this episode right now, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that like button for me. Hit subscribe. You have to be brand new as well. Let's go ahead and see how this first game goes against Arizona. Our first game as the backup quarterback. Alright, man, so we're actually going to go ahead. We're going to see the field for the very first time, and look, I know it's not much, man. We're just going to be holding some extra points, man, but we can still contribute towards a chance for us to go ahead and make it to this Pac-12 championship. But, first we got to make sure we take care of business there. First, we got to make sure that we beat the Arizona Wildcats, here on the road. They have been a little down bad so far this season, but they're giving us a tough time, man. They are starting off pretty hot. We finally do go ahead and get our very first touchdown of this game that will pull us within 4 points here in this, very early on in the second quarter. And what I'm kind of also hoping as well, because this might be the last chance for me to do it, I'm really hoping that we can get a really good lead here so that I can get some chances to go ahead and handle the football a little bit, maybe get some reps in, my first in-game reps as a quarterback. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But for the time being, we are starting to pull away a little bit here. Arizona was off to that hot start, but since then we have rattled off 21 straight unanswered points. We are now up by double digits, and we got ourselves a 24-14 lead here, dominating in total yardage. Arizona just haven't found any answers as of yet. We get yet another touchdown, so that makes it 28 unanswered points, even though that extra point was almost blocked. I'm really glad that it did not. So midway through this third quarter, we're starting to look really good. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going in. It looks like our defense ends up getting ourselves, another turnover. We turn that around in order to go ahead and get ourselves yet another touchdown. So now we find ourselves up 38-14. So but Arizona does storm back a little bit, try to make things a little bit interesting, but I personally don't think there is a lot of time left here. Looks another field goal attempt here for our kicker. He's not going to have any problem getting that through. We got good protection there as well. So 41-26, 4.5 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. And Arizona, they're still fighting. This is their home field. They weren't going to give up without a fight, but we do end up coming out on top. We win this one 41-32. Now it's just one more game. And speaking of one more game, I want to try to keep getting some good work in, try to get some good practice in, because now we're at the point where we need to start getting some trust, from our coach. That coach trust really is what's driving us on the bench right now. I think we're the most talented quarterback on this roster. I mean, for heaven's sake, we are a 5-star player right now, man. So, I mean, you can't keep us on the bench forever, but we got to prove that, we're ready for that opportunity. And as of right now, we're getting some good throws in right now. So that's something that I really do like to see. Looking down the field, going to get it out to Fry. And what's also really nice, too, on top of it, is that we're out here. We don't necessarily have to force it as we throw an interception. Look what interceptions do. That might make it a little bit difficult. Interceptions take so much coach trust away, man. Like, forget everything else that you've done, because, like, interceptions happens, right? It's part of the game, but, it almost forces you to be a little bit more conservative than what you want to be. And, it's a shame, man, because, like I said, like, we're getting a bunch of good throws in, but, either between, that drop that you just saw right there, or the interception that we also just threw recently on top of it, it puts ourselves in a bad spot, and that's why it's taken as long as it's have to get ourselves at least in a position for us to be in the lineup in the first place. As we got one more rep here for the end of practice, trying to end on a strong note, but we end up getting his we threw, but at least we do end up getting some good XP from that practice. But now, with practice officially out of the way, we got a bigger game at hand. This time, we have basically our Pac-12 North, actually Pac-12 South Championship game. Take it on USC. And USC is going to be a tough team, man. They have an A overall squad, A- offense, A+ defense. We got a B+ overall team, B offense, B+ defense. Lee Corso, he's rolling with them, but, I mean, we're going to have a tough game on our hands, but it is on our home field, and if we do win this game, we will be going to the Pac-12 championship. So, hopefully we can get some reps at more than just holding extra points and field goals, and more importantly, hopefully we can win this game so we can go to this Pac-12 championship game. Let's see what happens. Alright, man, so this right here is essentially the Pac-12 South championship game right here, and we're off to a pretty good start, man. USC may be coming in as the favorite, but that being said, we got the game here on our turf. We got to defend home field, man, straight up and down, as USC does get a touchdown, but they missed the extra point. Meanwhile, we get a touchdown ourselves, and since we don't miss extra points here at UCLA, man, we end up taking a grueling 1-point lead. So with a 14-13 ball game here midway through this second quarter, we go ahead, sim a little bit more till the next time that we get ourselves on the field, and we end up getting ourselves another touchdown. We extend the lead, and now we find ourselves up 21-13 right now. So got ourselves an 8-point game. With the last few seconds, we keep them out of the end zone before the end of the first half, and listen, we're starting to pull away here a little bit. We might find ourselves in this Pac-12 championship game. We are less than 2 quarters away from going ahead and getting that done. So an 11-point game now here for us. You'll love to see it. Just got to make sure our defense continues to contain the offense of the USC Trojans, but we can't turn the football over. We simply cannot do that. USC, they start to go on the run. They end up taking the lead, actually. We have a chance to at least turn around and tie this ball game right back up. It's 27-24 We're back out there to hold this field goal attempt. Probably a huge field goal attempt for us. He sinks it through, though. This game now officially all tied up at 27 apiece. So, yeah, man, we're feeling pretty good about this game so far. USC, they take the lead, and now it's up to our kicker yet again. We try to get a drive going, but now USC, they're trying to call some timeouts, trying to ice this kicker here a little bit. We miss this kick, this game is over, you know, straight up and down. You know, gotta make this so that we can at least get ourselves into overtime, at least get to that point. The kick is up. They did ice the kicker, but it doesn't matter, though. My man has some ice in the veins, and we're going to overtime to determine who's going to be going to this conference championship game. Our offense starts out with the football. We end up going ahead. We get a touchdown off rip. We will also be able to go ahead. We got the extra point. So the first overtime is good for us. We'll now see what USC is going to go ahead and do. They score both times. So they score a touchdown in the first and the second overtime. We do end up responding, and we will end up in a third overtime, but we're going to end up losing though. And oh my goodness, that is definitely some heartbreak right there. We lose basically the Pac-12 North Championship game, and that hurts my soul. But, you know, we'll go ahead, check out the scoring summary. It was really a back and forth affair. We were off to a hot start, but USC, you know, eventually was able to come out on top, winning this 52-50. We did not get the 2-point conversion, though. You hate to see it. That's how we lose this game in triple overtime. We will not get an appearance at the Pac-12 championship game. As we're checking out the player stats, Greg McNeil is pretty good, man. 25 for 55, 355 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Also did a decent job on the ground as well for us. You know, Jamal Broussard got into the end zone. He had 18 carries for 73 yards. And then for the receiving core, Victor Fry, who's a leading receiver on this UCLA ball club, he had 8 catches, 129 yards and a score. Caldwell had a good day as well, 94 yards and a score. Jamal Broussard out of the backfield too, 6 catches and a touchdown. And then Brian Montoya, the senior from Medford, Oregon, also getting into the end zone. It hurts a little bit that we're not going to see some Pac-12 championship action, but we still have a little bit of opportunity left to potentially try to work our way into a position battle for the starting quarterback job. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now, going to compile the rest of the practices for this season. Got, you know, 2 free weeks of practicing left before we get to bowl week.
Green 90. At 60 yards.
All right, man. So thanks to our, all of that hard work that we've been putting in these past couple of years, we're finally put in a spot where we can finally get what was deserved of the former 5-star prospect, Jack Brady, getting an opportunity to go out. We got a position battle for the starting quarterback position, and what a time to do it, because if we win it, we make our collegiate debut in a bowl game. So guys, next episode is going to be really interesting. We're going to have to position battle. Either way, whether we win the battle or lose the position battle, we'll still see some gameplay from our bowl game against Wake Forest. We will be listed as the road team, and then we'll also go ahead and see how we're stacking, how's our team looking going into our junior campaign. So guys, this is gonna be a really good episode, man. So if you're really excited about it, I need you guys to go ahead and do me a favor, smash that like button for me, as well as hit subscribe if you have to be brand new as well. This is John J Gaming on the mic, signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.